easy go.
What's going on, guys? DFS Warstrike here. I'm excited. I'm back. It's CS:GO. I have been on top of CS:GO for majority of the time in my Discord. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let's grow this YouTube channel up to as high as we can possibly go. If you want the link to my Discord, you can DM me on Twitter, which I'll put in the description below. Just DM me. I'll give you the details to get into Twitter or into the Discord. But other than that, I really just give out my favorite stacks, my cores, all my favorite plays, my game predictions all through it. We've had a couple takedowns here within the last month or so, so we're all for it. Other than that, I'm going to get down to breaking this slate. We're going to start over here at OG. The top two plays, Mantu and Valde, I do like. I kind of like Valde more than Mantu, mainly just because of the price point. Flames, I'm not really going to have too much exposure to. He just really hasn't been too great since, see, his last game, he had 22 fantasy points. Here is kind of where he got his price point up, but a lot of the tournaments that he's played in recently hasn't been on the DraftKings slate, and it hasn't been that well. So I'm not going to have really too much of Flames. Alexib is probably one of my favorite mid-tier plays if you wanted to go to him. I do think he is a solid play here, as think he's led the team in damage per round in the last month, so that's something that I really liked going in with him at 7K. Nico, you can take in GPP if you wanted to. He gets a lot of kills, but he also gets a lot of deaths. If he can avoid the deaths, he'll put up a really high score, but I wouldn't really bank on that happening. Going over to Fiend Sign, Fiend has been rolling through the spring tournament, and I love it. I'm all for it. I was on Fiend with my Discord in the previous slate, and we absolutely rolled with this team. My favorite play here is still Dreamer. Dreamer was at $4,800 in the previous slate. They bumped him up 1,200. As you can see, he was 53 and 41 with 8 assists and 7 first kills, as he put up 61 fantasy points at a $4,800 price tag, which was insane. I couldn't believe that he was that low. They came in, they did work. They haven't lost this tournament yet. They're rolling. I think they've lost maybe 1 or 2 maps this whole tournament. They have been rolling. They can easily come in here and beat OG. I wouldn't really be surprised. Both of these games are actually really tight. It's going to be a good one. My second favorite play is Horn, as long as he stays in. He is a stand-in, so you're going to have to pay attention to news for that, because Mark can come back as a starter at any given moment. But for now, he has played the whole tournament, and I expect him to, especially with how good this team is playing. My third option would probably be Red Star. I do like Red Star here. I think he's played well. I think his previous slate, we were also on him, and he dropped to 60, which is great. 48, 41 with 12 assists. Like, he had a great performance. Like I said, this team can easily come in and beat OG. OG is the favorite for Vegas odds, and I don't mind a Fiend bet as well if you wanted to do that. If you're going to do that, I more than likely think Fiend would win in 3 if you're going to go that route. Victor, I'm not really going to have exposure to. Then Mara, I don't think is going to play in Bubble. I'm not going to have any exposure to. So other than that, that's it for the first game. So we'll go over to the second game, which is Entropic and Big. Big is the favorite here to the Vegas odds. My favorite play here, if you guys don't know, this is the old Windstrike team. Ellen Forster, Lackey, Crad, Nickelback have been playing together for a while now. So team chemistry is not really an issue here. It's really just a different name. I do like Ellen here as my favorite play. I think he goes great paired with Crowd. If you want to pair him with Crowd, I think that's a great price point too, because then at that point, yeah, you're not spending that much money to get these two in a 2-stack if you wanted. So I do like those two. My third player here would probably be Forrester. I think Forrester comes in at a good price as well. Lackey at 6,800 has the ability to break the slate. So if you wanted to go Lackey, I don't mind. And Nickelback is iffy. I'll probably have like a super small share of him, but he does have the ability to have great slates. Going over to Big, we were on Big in the previous slate. We were on him to sweep, and they swept Lisla, which was great. They actually played him twice. They played him later on that day and swept him that day too. Tito had a huge day for this team, but I was on Tapson, and Tapson fell short. I'm going to go right back to Tapson because I think it was more or less just a matchup issue. At 7,800, excuse me, before the Wizla tournament or the Wizla game, um he was leading in kills, damage per round, assist. He was dominating for Team Big. So I do like Taps in here. I'm going to go back to him. Hopefully, it's just a matchup performance. I think he'll be kind of low owned, considering he did screw over a lot of people in the previous plays. He did have 53, which wasn't terrible, but I mean, a lot of people thought he was captain material. So other than that, Searson and on Turris as well are probably my favorite plays. And then Keto and Tizian. Tizian would be somebody I would have over Keto. But other than that, guys, that's going to be it for me. I think these two games are going to be close. I think they're going to be fun. If you want to get my prediction and my full stacks of what I'm going to be doing in the slate, and come join my Discord, guys. All right, take care. Bye.